find important. People spend more money than that on an affiliate program. Oh wait, this is an affiliate program. Show them why this is important. Gave Weber to be like $50. Webinar platforms, 20 to 25 bucks. My CEO's training site is 24 bucks a month. We're paying less than half we were paying in our last company. So look for anybody in your report that you see is not on auto ship and give them a call. Reach out to them. I reached out to, I'll just give you a quick example. I like to use Nora Lopez. I don't know if she's on the line, but Nora is a rising star. In fact, she is. She's a star affiliate. And Nora is about to have a team blowing up in Venezuela. Now, Nora is in our organization because this is a binary. I sponsored her sponsor, Jesus. And she ended up falling on, because of the spillover, Dr. Michael Smith Sr.'s side. Which meant there's about 40 or so people above Nora. Nora doesn't know these people. Nora's business is not dependent on what these people do. But these people are going to benefit from everything that Nora and her team does. Nora's going to override an entire country. So remember I say in the presentations all the time, it's not about just overriding your city, or your state, or your region. How about overriding a country? That's what's about to happen for Nora. Nora's about to blow up. But all the people above her is also getting credit for that. They're also overriding an entire country. And about a quarter of those people aren't even on auto ship for $34. You got to think about that. Is it because they don't understand? Yeah, they just don't understand the value. So you want to reach out to the people on your team so that they know $34.95 is not an option on Power Team Marketing. We're here to help you walk off your job. And $34, if anyone uses that as an excuse, I don't even want to work with you. I can't. You've got the wrong mindset here. You're looking at the wrong picture. So now that you've gotten that part out the way, you're safe and secure. You all got grandfathered over for free. Those of you who did. And you're only paying $34 a month. What's the next step? What do I do next? And I want you guys to keep this simple. And thank you for those of you, brave few, who came onto our Mindset webinar last night. I listened to that training today, and that got me fired up. That was some good stuff. If you guys missed it, unfortunately, for you, but it was recorded, and we'll send that out. I send it out on Facebook. But I'm fired up for October coming up here. So what's the next step? Well, hit Star Affiliate. Just 2 and you're through. Enroll 2 people to the business. Now, a lot of people have been telling me that they have been having obstacles to objections. And we started a thread on Facebook to go over some of those objections. And I'm actually, tomorrow, I'm going to shoot a video about all those objections. But I will cover a few. Here's one objection. I don't have $249. My next question to them is, here's how I answer this question several ways. One is, if you could do the business for free, would you do it? Well, of course, that's all I care about. I don't care about your money. I care about your commitment. Because there's a lot of times that people will spend money and do absolutely nothing. So if you can't commit to this, if you're not willing to do this, then don't waste your money. I don't want you to go out there and scrape up $250 to come over and do absolutely nothing. So first and foremost, do you see enough value in this that you would do it for free? Yes? Great. Now let's talk about how you can get the money. dime, so there's no risk on your part. So here's what you do. Act as if you're already a part of the company. You're a part of our team. Plug into our system. Invite people to the presentation. Well, I don't want to invite somebody and they get in before me. They can't get in before you. Right? They can't get in before you. At least you can build your business while you find ways to get the $249. See, that strategy does a couple of things. One, it lets the person know I'm not trying to get your money. I'm looking for business partners to work with. Number two, I'm showing them how they can test drive the system at no risk because they haven't paid anything yet. Maybe they may decide after a week or so, well, maybe it's not for me. Or they may have 4 or 5 people ready to sign up. They see the value in it. Next thing you know, they're sending you money for $249. Here's the deal. Everybody has $249. It's just what are we willing to spend it on? When we're in a bad economy, people losing all of their jobs, yet Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out and people are lined up around the block, fighting over it, dressing up as cops so that they get to the front of the line. The brokest people waiting overnight to get a video game. People have the money. It's just the value in why they should spend it. I never use lack of money as an excuse on why I can't move forward in my life. I share that with people. For people who like to get rude with me, and they say, and what I mean by that is, I'll be on the line with some people, and they want to impress me, and they tell me about their education, and what they've done in the past, how great they are, how knowledgeable they are, this and that. No, great, ready to sign up? No, I don't want to. I have the 249. How long have you had that problem? Some people take offense when I say it that way, but I'm honest with people. How long have you had that problem? And what are you going to do about it? Because I was in the same situation as you. It's called the feel felt down method. I don't have time to train on that tonight. But you're basically relating to them. You're letting them know, listen, I understand your situation. I was in the same situation as before. I had to look myself in the mirror and say, hey, you're a college grad, a husband, a father of 2, and you don't have an extra $300 in your pocket when a good opportunity comes around to take advantage of. If I don't do anything different, where's my life going to be 5 years from now? Exactly where it is today. Hopefully I got a 2% raise every year when inflation is more like 7 to 10%. So yeah, basically I'll be worse off. Come home, I have kids who have basketball and soccer and track, Cub Scouts. I have a wife who wants attention and wants a break from the kids. I had to eat dinner. I'm tired. Then I have to do it all over again tomorrow. I just don't have the time. Here's what my mentor told me. how long are you going to have that problem? Because if you are so busy, you're busy being broke, are you satisfied with the money in your bank account? No. Which means you're busy being broke. Why don't you take some time and stop doing what's keeping you broke and actually replace it with something that's going to generate you an income, whether it's an extra 30 minutes to an hour a night? Do you think you could find time to do that? Yeah. What if I told you that you could do this from a part-time, and if you remain consistent, turn off the TV for a bit, and that in a few months you'll be able to match the same amount of money you're earning on your job right now? And then I like to tell a story. And since it's my story, you guys can tell my story. Yeah, there was this guy named Brandon Ivy who was so busy, he had no time. But you know what he did? He stayed up till 3 a.m. every single night for 45 days straight. And at the end of the 45 days straight, he was making 3 times on his home-based business than he was on his job, and he retired at the age of 36. Now he has all the time in the world. So how much valuable is your time? And are you willing? If I could show you how you can fit this in your current time schedule, would you be willing to see? That's what I ask. Anybody else? Any other objections?
Yeah, Brandon, this is Felix from New Jersey.
Go ahead, Felix.
Yeah, one of those pyramid things.
Say it again.
One of those pyramids.
Is it one of those pyramid things? No, this
Right.
is not the government. No, this is not education. This is not a school district. No, this is not a 9-to-5 job. What do you mean? Well, let me ask you a question on your job right now. Do you have a CEO? Yes. Well, do you have upper management? Yeah. Middle management? Yeah. All the slaves? Yeah. Does anybody in that system ever have a chance of being the CEO, the guy on the top who's making all the money? No. Can anybody in the entire system ever make more money than the CEO? No. How many people work for the federal government, and what odds do those people ever have of becoming the president of the United States or the Speaker of the House? None. No chance at all. See, no, this is not a pyramid, because in this system, it's not the guy at the top who makes all the money, it's the person who puts in the most work and effort. See, even on your job, if you put in a lot of hard work and effort, do you get recognized for that, or does your boss steal the credit from you? Does as hard as you work get you to become CEO or make more money? No.
No.
But here, if you work harder than the person who brought you in, you make more money. Here's the definition of an illegal pyramid, where you have the exchange of money without the exchange of products, goods, or services. That's illegal, and it's only illegal because the federal government cannot track that transaction. Therefore, they cannot tax it. That's why it's illegal. Here, no money exchanges hands until products, goods, or services is being sold. That's how you answer the question of a pyramid. I educate them. Hell, it's not those pyramid things. That's why I'm not working a job, because that's a pyramid. Anybody else? No problem.
What about the person that says they don't like binaries?
They don't like binaries. You know what? I didn't like binaries either, but I like getting paid. Now, here's one thing that I understood. The top money earners in the world are all in binaries. That's a fact. And this is a binary that's a hybrid binary, which means if you like unilevels, this has a unilevel component, which is where we make the most money. We don't make the most money in the binary. We make the most money on the 20% check match bonus from the unilevel. That's more than 50% of our income is from the unilevel, not the binary. like getting paid. Other than that, you can't convince them of any otherwise, any other objection.
I lost my job and I don't have any money.
I lost my job and I don't have any money. Here's my answer to you. If you could do this business for free, would you do it? Yes, because I need some money to come in. Well, then this is what we do. Let's work the business as if you're already in and you didn't pay anything. I just want to show you the power of how this works. If people want to get started, no, they can't sign up yet because you're not in yet. But at least you know you have money coming if you're in the business. Now, here's what I cannot do. I cannot tell you how you're going to get the money, but I can guarantee you'll find a way once you see enough value for it. Because when people lose a job, they still have to eat. And we find a way to provide for ourselves and our family, one way or another. When you want something bad enough, no matter what is going on in your life, you will move heaven and mountains to make it happen. So your focus is not on how can I help this person find the money to get started. Your focus on how can I create enough value for this person to find the money to get started, even if they have to borrow it or apply for a credit card that has a $200 or $300 limit, and they put their head down and go to work for 30 days and can pay the money back before it even registers on their credit card. Here's what they used to do with us. I got started in network marketing when I was in college. And the brokest people in the world are college students. And it cost $500 to sign up. $500. If we had $500, we thought we were rich in college. You know how many pizza nights that could be? So what they did for us, they said, hey, listen, just go ahead and sign up for a credit card with a $500 limit. They already have the credit card. I don't know if it was Capital One or who or Bank of America, I forgot. But they have you sign up for a credit card with a $500 limit. And then we would charge that card, and then they say, if you sign up, if you get 20 customers, sign up 3 people in the business in your first 30 days, you're going to make $500 so you can pay off that credit card before the state even hits you. So now we were pressed to go to work because we didn't have the $500 to pay that credit card. We went to work, paid it off. But they showed the value for us. So anybody that comes to you with money issues, you want to show the value on why they can't let money stop them. And I'm going to give you, when I'm done with this, I'm going to show you the vision so that you understand how big this is, why 249 cannot stop you or anybody from joining the business. Any other objection? I'll do one more. Any other objection? All right, now I'm going to tell you. Go ahead.
My husband won't let me. I heard that.
My husband won't let me. Here's what you do as far as that's concerned, and that's a tricky issue. You take the, would your husband be willing to take a look at this? Yes or no? And probably they're going to say no. Then you need to tell her, here's the vision on why this is important. And then you're going to have to make a decision yourself to either show your husband that it's important, let him know that this is something that you are serious about doing, because obviously what we're doing is not working. But other than that, there's not much you can do when you have one spouse that's not supporting the other, or is not going to allow that person to do it. That's a personal growth thing right there. So I would start talking to that person about personal growth instead of talking to them about business. And the rest will happen all by itself. I hope that made sense.
Yes, it did.
All right. Now here's the vision that you guys want to know what you're working with. Because too many people still looking at this as a $250 business. This is $1 million business you have your hands on. $1 million business for you. We're in $1 trillion not. Think back to the 70s and the 80s when cable TV came out and people said, you know, I get channel 2, 7, well, I'm in California. So 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13, I get that for free. You mean to tell me I have to pay for TV? I'm not paying for TV. Yeah, next thing you know, everybody's got a cable box at home. Then all of a sudden you had pay-per-view. You mean I gotta pay for a boxing match? Well, if you don't want to drive to Vegas. Then Nintendo came out, ColecoVision, microwaves, cell phones, pagers. Trends happen whether we like it or not. Bill Gates came out and did an interview in the early 90s, and when he said, I'm going to put a window on every home computer, and people are going to stop sending mail, they're going to send something called email. And the reporter laughed at him and said, oh, people are really going to trust that, huh? And Bill Gates just smiled at him. Your opinion is not a requisite of this happening. It's going to happen. Now you fast forward today, people don't even do emails anymore. They're doing texting. Instant message. To them, email is either slow because it takes the average person at least an hour before they check their emails, or they check them once or twice a day, in the morning and at night. And that's, communications happening so fast, that's not good enough. I have to start sending out email updates about our team 2 or 3 times a day. Because I always run into somebody, shoots me a text, what time's the call tonight? Did you check your email? Yeah, I didn't see anything. Well, they got so many emails, from the one that I sent that morning, it got pushed off to the second page. They didn't look on the second page. Technology is changing so rapidly that you want to be ahead of that trend. And Shopping Sherlock is ahead of the trend. And here's the beautiful thing about this. And I didn't get this at first. I got it later on. Network marketing industry is changing as well. And instead of being in a company that offers one specific product or service, that you have it marked up so that you can put a compensation plan on. And people are so smart these days, they can figure out how to get your product probably the same exact one for cheaper than how you're selling it. So it's very difficult to actually sign up customers. Where most of these companies are making their money off of the reps being customers themselves, not actually selling the product, and most people don't even like to be salesmen. To them, they wouldn't even order the product themselves if they weren't in the company. So how Sherlock is very significant is that we're not selling a product. We're not selling a service. We are giving away a social media platform that people can use to engage in things that they do every single day anyway, like online shopping. Now, if a person wants a product, it doesn't matter what the product is. Instead of putting it in Google search, they put it in Sherlock search. That's the only difference. Instead of going to Google.com, they go to SherlockSaver.com. And they're going to find a deal on an item that they were going to purchase anyway, whether it's health and wellness, skincare products, coffee, miracle juice, lotions, potions, and creams, electronic devices, phones, smartphones, cell phones, iPads, hair, weaves, leggings, anything you can think of, even food.
Tonight.
Now you're talking about a person's entire buying habits for their entire monthly budget that you can get paid on if you show them how to get savings by using the Sherlock and not just the general way of them doing it. There's no limit to what we can sell. And every time a new product comes out, Sherlock it. There's guaranteed to be a deal out there somewhere. You don't have to start a new company because you have a new Miracle-Gro product that somebody found in the Amazons that nobody's heard of before. Oh, let's start a network marketing company around it. We got the proprietary on this. No. You have the best of all worlds. And we don't need to have the entire market. You just 1/10 of 1% makes us $1 billion company. And where you guys sit right now, where I said where we are is very important because the explosion is about to happen. Power Team Marketing will represent at least 50% of this entire company, at least. So if the company is worth $500 million, Power Team Marketing is responsible for, it's $1 billion, we're responsible for $500 million of that. And if the company pays out 68% on the dollar, that means that's $680 million that the company's paying out in commissions, which is $340 million paid out to our side. Who's going to get that money? And I'll tell you right now, the person who's going to make the most money in this company is not in the company yet and probably won't even speak English, and they're not going to be in America. Yeah, my goal is to be the #1 money earner, but the chances are, realistically, that I'm not. But I can guarantee one thing. I will override that person, one way or another. This is going to happen anyway, with or without you. Time to have big boy, big girl thinking on right now. If you're still worried about $34.95 and $2.49, you might as well stop now and make room for the people who want to make some serious money. If you're not waking up in the morning thinking, I need to get my 2 people out the way now to make Star affiliate, and now push on to become a Power affiliate, and start making some money, you might as well just go ahead and stop right now. Go back to doing what you were doing. We are taking off. Like I said last night, you all heard the term of drag a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. Same thing applies here. We can drag people to money, but we can't make them pick it up. That's up to you. The opportunity is right in front of you. And I had dinner with Mr. Weeder, and I looked him right in his eye. I wanted to hear his vision. He is 100% convinced that this is going to happen with his company. And he's got the track record to prove it. He's been in the internet since '94. He helped launched when AOL and Netscape got started. He sees what's taking place. And to be honest, us Americans are the ones that are going to fall behind on this. It's the overseas people that's going to grow way much faster than we do. They've never had an opportunity like this before. Affiliate in Russia, Asia, South America. This is an easy sell for them because they're giving something away, and a lot of those people don't have access to product and goods like we do in America. They don't have a Walmart on every corner, so they do most of their shopping on the internet, and they use that mostly through mobile devices. So they spend far more money on the internet than we do. International is going to be huge. So we're coming now at the top of the hour. So the question for each of you on Power Team Marketing is, what role are you going to play? Not only in the team, but in your own life. Start off with 2. Focus on getting your first 2, and then you focus on helping them get their 2. This is simple. It's a simple process. I didn't say easy. I said simple. And I challenge you to do something that is the easiest thing to me. And the reason why I say it's the easiest is because I have full control over this, which means each of you have full control over what I'm about to say next. Plug into the system. Show up and participate. You want to learn this business? You want things to rub off on you? You want to learn the skills, the tricks of the trade? You want to become a master where this is just second nature to you? We've only been in this 30 days now, and I know it like the back of my hand because I've engaged in it every single day. Why? Because I don't want to go back to a job. I love the feeling of freedom. not a hobby. You want to become a professional. Think about if you're a professional in your job. What did you have to do to get there? When you first got your job, how much time did you spend on learning your craft so that you can be proficient when you're on the job? You must take the same approach here. You must become a professional, not be content with remaining an amateur. And next thing you know, you're going to start to attract other professionals to you. Not the people who's worried about $34.95, but the people who say, how can I make $3,500 a month in my first 30 days? What needs to be done? Here is my plan of action. Here are my goals. Let's do it. Not, what's my password? I forgot my email address. How come I have to pay $34? Think about the conversation that you're having on a daily basis about your business. My conversations with Dr. Smith and Chris McCoy and Lou and Penny, it's about being a millionaire and the things we need to do to get there, not problems and obstacles. And I'm going to end with this because I shared it last night and I listened to it again. It's a real powerful statement. I heard it, I don't know where on the internet. I've been sick all last week and I've been just learning. But I heard this statement. When somebody has a glass and they pour water into it to the mid-level point, and I used to say this all the time to people, is the glass half full or half empty? And people would, how you answer that kind of shows you your the way you're thinking. No, it's half empty, or it's half full. A lot of people always look at things from a negative connotation rather than a positive one. Never satisfied, never thankful or grateful for what they have. But there's another lesson to be learned. Here's one lesson. You pour a little bit of water into it, and then you ask this question, how heavy is this water? And this goes for those who have problems, and look at problems and issues and everything. And I get them, you guys have no idea. You can be a fly on my wall and listen to my phone calls every day. What people complain about. They're still stuck on what happened in the last company. Can't move forward. And when you're holding that glass and it's less than half full, and you ask the question, how heavy is this cup? The longer you hold it, the heavier it gets. You got to throw out that water to make it light. Same thing in our body. It also helps get us sick. If we hold on to problems, if we hold on to issues, if we complain about everything, and we let that paralyze us, the longer time goes on, the heavier it gets on you. You have to let it go. That's why the Bible says to leave all of those in the hands of God. It's not for you to dwell on. Move forward. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to make this the greatest month in your career. Hit the power position. Hit global power before this month is out so you can have a great Thanksgiving and a great Christmas. My name is Brandon Ivey, Global Power with Shopping Sherlock. We will see you all tomorrow. God bless and good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.